Hi everyone, I am Tetsuya. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel to watch my videos again. So today, I am going to share my interview videos to my non-Singaporean friends who lived in Singapore or who are in Singapore. The focus of the topic today is about the diversity culture of Singapore. I asked my non-Singaporean friends about what they like or what they respect, what they appreciate, or what they are impressed about Singapore. Then a lot of my non-Singaporean friends mentioned the diversity of Singapore. So in this interview video, my non-Singaporean friends are going to talk about in what way they are appreciating, they are impressed with the diversity of Singapore. Of course, if you are a Singaporean person, as a Singaporean, you might guess what kind of things they are going to mention. But still, it will be interesting to know about the insights of non-Singaporean people about the same thing you have in your mind. Anyway, enjoy the interview video.
I also want to learn how to work with people from different culture compared to, let's say, if I work in my home country, it will just be with people from my from Indonesia as well. And then
Singapore is such a multicultural country where if you see that it has a large expat population. So you can find on the streets of Singapore, maybe somebody from Africa, somebody from South Asia, somebody from South America, North America, Europe. So it's like a cultural cultural melting pot, and you can really get to know people from different parts of the world. So that's what I really like about Singapore. Not just the people, but also food. You can find food from different countries, different cuisines. So it's as if you're living in a mini Earth or mini world in one country.
Another thing I'll say in my country, if you look at it, most of the people in Pakistan, they are Muslim community. So you can find very little opportunities to communicate and explore other cultures and religions. And in Singapore, it is a multicultural society. You can find people from every country of the globe. So you can communicate with them, you can talk with them, you can share your experience and get their insights. So it is a very good experience I have here.
And then the working condition, you will be seeing a lot of international people here. There are people from many parts of the world working in Singapore. So the international exposure that you will get by working in Singapore is actually a lot. So I like it.
And one thing which really impressed me is that the internet speeds in Singapore are some of the highest in the world. So definitely these people have access to high-speed internet, which means that Singapore is at the hub of the information technology revolution. So people here can access the latest things, maybe which probably first comes in the US, they're able to access it here. So Singaporeans are well-tuned, well-connected, they're intelligent, their education system is so well-rounded, and they have interacted with some of the students in Singapore, and they get such global exposure at such an early age. They get to visit other countries, study there. The government also sponsors Singapore students to study abroad and bring back that knowledge into their own country. So at such a young age, Singaporeans are exposed to such immense breadth of knowledge and cultural exposure. So they are also culturally very well attuned.
Diversity, I guess that's another one, because you can find people from every part of the world living in Singapore. Then I guess another thing is probably acceptance in terms of racial diversity and harmony. Some form of discrimination, racism, I think it exists everywhere. I think it's part of human culture. Human nature, I would say, not even culture. It's part of human nature. So, but compared to all the places that I've lived in, Singapore has a very accepting society. They're very open to the views of others. It's a very racial society as well.
Luckily, I think Singapore is a place where you can find people from different cultures. I'll say it's a multicultural society, and here these kind of things are strongly discouraged. So you cannot find people who will say anything to you because uh, during their early childhood, like their early stages in the school, primary schools, they are taught respect, and they will respect any kind of religion, people from any background. Even here, you will feel like everyone is equal, like there is no discrimination. So I haven't experienced any kind of these things where you will feel exploitation or some other abuses. Not at all.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. In my own experience of living in Singapore, even though it was just 4 months, I didn't experience any negative experience in Singapore actually. Everyone just treated me equally, not like foreigner, but maybe just a part of the society.
Yeah, definitely. Like if you look at the society, the Singaporean society, you will find people who are coming from different ethnicities, different geographical locations, and that's why like everyone feels if I'm coming from that country, the other is also coming, can come and can enjoy all the benefits or like the opportunities that Singapore have. I think everyone is working for the development and for the progress of this country. So that's why everyone gets equal respect. I will say the only thing that affected me a lot as compared to other countries, the cultural harmony. Cultural harmony in which these people are living. The way they are respecting each other, the way they are helping each other, the way they are cooperating and sharing with each other. I think that is the only thing which affected me a lot.
In the culture, I need to mention about the culture again. So here the people are very friendly, I would say, and more have dynamic in terms of culture. So Singapore majorly have four kinds of I would say nationality, not nationality. I mean, for Indian, we have Indian, Malaysia, and Chinese, and also yes, in some like English, right? So it used to be colonial by Britain. So we have all these four kind of culture as a DNA in Singapore, and governments also trying to balance the voice of each other. So even nowadays, if you see each department, you will see those they have a certain weightage or mix of this kind of for kind of nationality, and even in a government built units or every area, they will make sure all these kind of Malay for building, they'll make sure like Chinese, and it's a good mix of Chinese, Malaysia, Indians, and all people can be union and living together, mix, and also respect is very important for each other. So here, since we have different kind of culture and traditions, so we will celebrate Indians New Year, also celebrate the English New Year's or Chinese New Year. So we know each other better and respect. And you can also take the chance to taste their foods better. So yeah. So here you can enjoy every kind of foods. Like the food is another one. And where I cannot get the diversity in China, so it's purely Chinese. Yeah. And last but not least, I think it's more about the culture. So here is here has because it's a migration, it's a city attributed all by the migration immigrants. So Malay is the local people, but all the others are actually immigrants from other country. So when they arrive here, like Chinese, when they will arrive here, we will form the association and help each other. I mean, our ancestor So all these association nowadays still exist in Singapore, and they don't need to like really help you and help you to find a job. Now it becomes a government job. But all these association still become the place where the new immigrants come and can find and can socialize together, where you can find easily like those leading people, successful people. They are also become the president there, and they're helping the new younger generation. So I think all these kinds of culture and association that help each other, I cannot hardly find in China at the moment. So I think this is something I like about.
Hi, I am back. So how was the interview video? So maybe if you're a Singaporean person, some of you might have guessed, expected. A lot of my non-Singaporean friends mentioned the respect for society of Singapore among different ethnicities, and also, of course, including foreigners. So this is what is really, really impressive about Singapore. Everyone has a place in the society, and everyone is accepted. In order to control the diverse society, I think it is a very, very difficult job for the government to stabilize that kind of society. But as my non-Singaporean friend mentioned, Singapore society is a very stable society, and also people are respecting each other. The differences, different cultures, yeah, of course, different food, everything. Many different people. This is really, really impressive, and that's the thing I really like about Singapore. As a tourist, of course, it is very interesting to see the differences, different words, like different ethnicities words in such a small place. If you move 5 to 10 kilometers, you will see the different word. That is something very, very interesting to the tourist. But not only that, even for the people who live in Singapore, that diversity is very, very impressive thing, because the people of many different ethnicities are respecting each other and having a stable society, living together, cooperating with each other. This is something really, really impressive about Singapore. Anyway, thank you so much for watching my video up until here today, and I hope you stay in my channel and watch my videos more in the future. See you!